Ever wonder why sometimes you feel like you're your own worst enemy? It's a question that may resonate more than you'd like. This is the concept of self-sabotage, the sneaky and often subconscious habits that keep us from reaching our full potential. It's the invisible handcuffs that hold us back from becoming the best versions of ourselves. Take a moment to consider the ways you might be doing this. Procrastination, that cunning thief of time that makes us think we have all the hours in the world when in reality we don't. Self-doubt, the nagging voice in the back of our heads whispering that we're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. Fear of failure, the paralyzing sensation that keeps us from taking risks and stepping out of our comfort zones. These negative aspects of self-reflection and self-awareness can be our own worst enemies, hindering our progress. The enemy within can be tough to tackle, but it is not invincible. How can you turn the enemy within into an ally? Imagine possessing a key that unlocks a treasure trove of wisdom about yourself. This key is self-awareness, the conscious understanding of one's character, feelings, motives, and desires. It's like a mirror held up to the soul, reflecting back your strengths and weaknesses, your passions and fears. When you're self-aware, you understand your emotions, how they influence your thoughts and actions, and how you interact with others. This understanding is a powerful tool for personal growth and self-improvement. It allows you to identify areas where you can improve, and it helps you to recognize and harness your strengths. Moreover, self-awareness guides you in making better decisions, managing stress, and building stronger relationships. It's like having an internal compass that helps you navigate the complex maze of life. So self-awareness isn't just about knowing yourself, it's about understanding how to leverage that knowledge to bring out the best in you. Self-awareness is the first step towards becoming your own greatest friend. So how do you make the transition from being your own worst enemy to your greatest friend? The journey begins with cultivating a healthy self-awareness. It's about understanding who you are, what you stand for, your strengths and your weaknesses. And it's not just about recognition, it's about acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean condoning or ignoring your faults. Instead, it's about acknowledging them without judgment. It's about saying, yes, I have these flaws, and that's okay. They don't define me. Now let's talk about self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on ourselves, especially when we stumble or fall. But imagine a friend made the same mistake. Would you berate them? Probably not. You'd likely offer words of encouragement. So why not extend the same grace to yourself? Self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd give to a friend. It's about recognizing that everyone, including you, is human and imperfect. Next, let's discuss setting realistic expectations. We often set the bar so high that we set ourselves up for failure. And when we inevitably fall short, we beat ourselves up. This cycle of setting unattainable goals and then punishing ourselves for not meeting them can be incredibly damaging. It's essential to set achievable goals and celebrate when you meet them. This not only boosts your self-confidence but also builds resilience, making you better equipped to handle future challenges. Acknowledging your flaws, practicing self-compassion, and setting realistic expectations are all part of the journey from self-criticism to self-friendship. It's about shifting your perspective and seeing yourself not as an enemy to be defeated, but as a friend to be nurtured and cherished. This shift won't happen overnight. It will take time and effort. There will be days when you fall back into old habits of self-criticism. But remember, it's a journey. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to becoming your own greatest friend. Remember, the person in the mirror is not your enemy, but potentially your greatest friend. What happens when you become your own greatest friend? Imagine waking up every morning, looking in the mirror and seeing not just your reflection, but your greatest ally. The person who knows you best, understands your strengths, and supports you through your weaknesses. That's the power of being your own greatest friend. This bond with yourself leads to a life filled with increased happiness, satisfaction, and success. You're no longer fighting against yourself, but working in harmony, making decisions that serve your best interests. You're no longer your harshest critic, but your biggest cheerleader, celebrating your victories, big or small. This path of self-discovery and self-improvement is a journey, not a destination. It's about learning, growing, and evolving. It's about embracing who you are, with all your quirks, strengths, and flaws. The journey to self-love and self-acceptance is not an easy one, but it's definitely one worth taking. After all, the person in the mirror is you, and you deserve to be your own greatest friend.